Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula bore formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do believe that. It's Mastery Monday. We're all going to Great Cayman this week. At least the internal team in the ecosystem. This is crazy. Maybe these friends want to join us and jump on a plane like Wednesday. Gina, who are these extraordinary human beings? But first, before that, let's introduce the co-host. The heart-centered, fiery, feisty, passionate, witty, heart-centered, and sometimes like a little, yes, the one, the only Rita. This woman was selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old, progressed to being a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing. That's not easy to do. Then became not the number 5, 4, 3, or 2, not the number 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, but the numero uno business broker in the great state of Nevada, becoming the youngest person ever and first woman ever to be number 1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Now, like co-hosting Raw, hanging on islands in the Caribbean, supporting human beings in lessening suffering in a capitalist structure to see how to grow, build, scale business, become a business owner, not operator, i.e. Michael Gerber, the E-Myth, the one, the only co-host of Real Raw, with all her red feistiness, Bella Verita.
Sean, how does one get to be so cool to hang out with you and like all these amazing people that we saw on the video?
Well, the first way you do it is make sure your teenage daughters call you cringy, which is what my daughters all the time, and tell me how utterly uncool I am. So the more your teenage daughters call you uncool and cringy, I think the more cool you are. But I don't know. So, Belle, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is I am headed to Grand Cayman tomorrow so I can get scuba certified.
Gina, we got Bella. Who else do we have here today? She's extraordinary. And these people are. What's going on, Gina?
First up, Sean and Bella from Rutherford, New Jersey. This man is a 20-year litigation attorney, New York and New Jersey. Consistently, he's recognized as New Jersey super lawyers rising star. Please, everyone join me in welcoming Anthony Gaeta to the Real Raw.
What is your fun fact for today?
Oh, my fun fact is, well, dog sledding with my Huskies. That's my fun fact. And that's what I love to do. I run with them every day and put them on the sled and during the winter and go.
Gina, come on now. Who's up?
This gentleman from Ottawa, New Jersey, is the Director of Retirement Services for CFS. He helps plan, sponsors, maneuver the ever-changing landscape of the retirement industry. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming John Bartlett, to the Real Raw.
So, brother, what's your fun fact for today?
So my maybe fun fact was that I trained CrossFit, but my real fun fact was going to be Wednesday. We find out if we're pregnant or not.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. That's extraordinary. Congratulations. Will this be numero uno?
Numero uno.
Gina, we got babies coming, dog sledding happening, and what else?
We have Morristown, New Jersey in the house. Immediate past president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, Sean, owner of Destiny Realty, headquartered in Morristown. Please, everyone join me in welcoming Donnell Williams to the Real Raw.
And what's your fun fact, Donnell?
My fun fact is I have 2 children the same age.
Whoa, that's fun. And how
You
old
got to figure that out, right? You got to figure that out. Twins. So.
Yes. And how old are they?
Oh, they're older. They're 31.
G Money, let's go. Come on, Gina.
We got more Morristown in the house, partner at Fox Rothschild, focusing on trust and estate. Everyone join me in welcoming Melissa Terranova to the Real Raw.
What's your fun fact?
My fun fact is in high school, I actually set a national record for stolen bases in softball.
Whoa!
Oh, this is
And
amazing.
That's been broken, but I still have the state record.
G Money, come on, Gina.
We're going to Jersey City, New Jersey now. Co-founder of Genova Burns and its managing partner as well. He served as special counsel to the transition committee for Governor-elect James McGreevey. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Jim Burns to the Real Raw.
And what is your fun fact?
Well, I'm glad that we have a real estate, Donnell's on the phone, because as a managing partner of a law firm, my fun fact is we have lots of excess space to sublet to folks. So we're putting it on the market, and I'm hopeful that out of this call, we'll find a subtenant.
Gina.
Last and certainly not least, from Leonia, New Jersey, this gentleman, Sean, worked for Callaghy Law as a legal assistant 6 years ago. Global executive search recruiting manager now at HR Cap and partner at Value Our Inner Being LLC. Please, everyone join me in welcoming Raul Melendez.
And what is your fun fact?
Fun fact, I'm a youth group teacher by weekend. I'm on the praise team at my church, and I'm also trying to do some after school programs within the high school students there as well.
Gina, we are immensely grateful for you. You're going to be underwater in the Cayman Islands soon. So go pack. Go pack.
I'm going
go
to.
pack.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
All right. Have fun in the multiverse, everyone. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye, Gina.
So who's going first, Bella?
Let's go with Mr. John Barlett.
So Bella will be anybody, John, that you want her to be. And this isn't about getting to an absolute sale or a yes. We said that influence affects our leadership, our management, our marketing, our selling, our recruiting, our fundraising for profit, for charity, whatever it is. So Bella could be any of those things. She could be an employee. She could be an ideal client. She could be anybody you're having a potential partnership conversation with, whomever you'd like her to be. It's 3 minutes of hello to yes. And it could be just like a micro yes, like for a longer meter conversation. So John, if you don't mind, who would you like Bella to be?
So Bella is looking for how to potentially retire one day, is kind of starting out, doesn't know exactly what avenue to go to, and is looking for someone trusted to guide her into her next step.
Hello, is this John?
Yes. Yes, it
Hi,
is.
John.
How are
This
you?
is Bella.
Hey, Bella. How are you?
I'm extraordinary. How about yourself?
I'm great. I'm great today. So thanks for calling in. How can I help you?
Yeah. So I am 44. I'll be 45 this year. And, I'm thinking about, probably I have been an entrepreneur my entire life and never really thought about retirement at all. But I, started to kind of think about it and see, I wonder what I need to have in place so that, maybe in 20 years or so, I'm prepared and have all of my ducks in a row. Although I'm not sure if I ever will fully retire, but, just thought maybe as an entrepreneur, I should kind of start getting some things in place.
Yeah. I mean, as an entrepreneur, you went into this route for freedom, right? So you have absolute freedoms, I'm sure. I'm just comparing you to other clients of ours. And being able to retirement or financial freedom is definitely one of those aspects. And at this point in your entrepreneurial journey, would you say you're able to produce enough income to satisfy all your needs?
Definitely.
Great. So now, once you finally mastered that part, the next part is, how do I save for the future? And studies show that you should be saving anywhere to 10 to 15% of your overall income. And as an entrepreneur—
Is that just for my shoe budget or is that for everything?
Shoe budget and more.
Okay, perfect.
Right? So you could buy endless shoes in 20 years when you're not working.
Perfect. Because I just bought 5 pairs this weekend for my trip to Grand Cayman. So I definitely need to make sure I got like a retirement shoe budget too.
Oh yeah, that's what this is about. And you know, it's that saving 15% is it's hard. I mean, but you have to get started. You have to pay yourself first so you can build financial freedom later on, because freedom is the name of the game. When you finally say, hey, I'm done with this right now, I'm putting my entrepreneurial shoes to the side and I'm ready to put my flip-flops on, well, you want to be able to do that. And the only way you're going to do it is by putting things in place now. And the easiest way of getting started first is just mentally being prepared to do it. I mean, saving is hard, but it's not complicated. You know, and that's the name of the game right now, is how do I make it easy? And whether you do it from an automatic deferral or making sure your company has systems in place to help you, or because if you're only doing entrepreneurial, you know, we could certainly help you make sure you're taking care of yourself right now.
Got it. Okay. Well, that I would definitely be interested in finding out a little bit more about that, because I want to make sure I have shoes when I retire.
Don't we all?
Bella, who's going next?
I think our good friend Anthony.
Ooh, Anthony. Who would you like Bella to be?
So Bella, I'd like you to be somebody who just lost their parent and their evil stepbrother is trying to steal all the money from dad's estate.
Hello, is this Anthony?
Absolutely, this is Anthony. I'm sorry.
Hi, Anthony. My name is Jennifer, and I'm calling. I got your name from a friend. My father has recently passed away, and I have a stepbrother that is massively in the way of thinks he is entitled to something that he is absolutely not.
Oh, hi, Jennifer. I'm really sorry for your loss. I know you must be going through a lot right now, but it's critically important. If he's stealing from the estate, the first thing we have to do is to make sure that we get control of that estate. And if your dad died within the last 10 days, we can file a document with the court called a caveat that will stop him from getting control of that money. And that's something you can do yourself on the website, or you can let me do it. I've done it 1,000 times. But once we do that, then the next step is we're going to have to find out what happened. And the good thing is judges, you know, want to deal with these cases, but what they don't want is more work on their plate. So once we go into court, the judge is going to see this, and they've done this a lot. And New Jersey courts are great, and the judges are great. And I've been before a lot of them. And what they're going to do is triage the case. And what that means is they're just going to take control of that estate. They're going to put somebody in charge who they trust, and they get to the bottom of what your brother's been doing. And nothing's more disgusting than someone trying to steal.
He's really manipulative, Anthony. I'm super concerned. Like he's gonna. I just don't know what he's gonna do, and I feel like he's got. I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. I'm super worried.
Well, the good thing is we don't have to worry about manipulating math. Math is a little difficult to manipulate. And what we do is we follow the money. So we go and take a look and see what he did, how he did it, how things were transferred, what documents he used. And, you know, thank God for the 21st century, we can see everything in paper and digitally, and we can get to the bottom of this pretty quickly. And New Jersey courts are great because they push these cases, you know, year and a half tops. But usually once we get to the bottom of the math, we can pretty much force the other side into a settlement. And the other side of it is your brother gets to pay for your legal fees. Not right now, but at the end.
Can we make him pay double the legal fees?
We could certainly try. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court has ruled that relatives who commit undue influence, if they're direct lineal descendants, don't necessarily get hit with punitive damages. But if you had somebody outside that framework who's not a lineal descendant, you could really hit them.
All right. Well, I want to go for all I can go for, Anthony. He's been making my life miserable for years, and I want payback.
Well, that sounds good, and that's what we do. And we don't charge consultation fees, especially under these circumstances. And we're well known. We have a great reputation, and we certainly know what they're doing. We get the results.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to our next meeting.
Me too.
Awesome. Anthony, great job. Very congruent, super professionals know what they're doing. Belle, let's see what the judges have to say.
Yes. So judges, this is going to be 30 seconds of feedback, something they did great that you were impressed by, and then maybe something that they could optimize just to be a little bit better. And then a score of 1 to 10. So Melissa, let's start with your 30 seconds of feedback for John.
I thought John did great. And I actually wrote down his quote of pay yourself first. I thought that was a really good thing to say, somebody who's looking for retirement advice. And I thought he concluded well, and I would give him an 8.
Let's go, Raul, your 30 seconds of feedback for Anthony.
I really liked what Anthony started off with. It came from a sincere place, especially that, you know, you just lost your dad, but then he acknowledged the fact that he wanted to stay focused on your issues. And he said right away that he had a solution, and I would give him a 9 for sure.
Ooh, private jets all over the place.
Yeah, I actually lost my dad and had to go through similar situations. So a lot of the things that he said was something very familiar at that time. So I really appreciate what he was saying.
So sorry,
Thank
Raul. Let's go, Donnell, your 30 seconds of feedback for John.
I like how John adjusted well to your comment when you said something about the shoes, and he didn't miss a beat. He stayed right in there. He didn't try and duck away from it at all. He flowed right with it.
Beautiful. And your score for him is?
9.
Ooh. We got lots of people with jets over here. All right, let's go. Jim, your 30 seconds of feedback for Anthony.
Well, I think one of the keys here is that, and I think Anthony did this very well, he talked all about the client's problem and didn't boast about what he could do. And I think that's how you gain the confidence of people, is you talk about what they're concerned about. Give him a 9.
Oh, beautiful.
We got some pros. We got some pros running around here, Belle.
Yes, this is not the minor leagues.
Yeah, so I got to go packed for Grand Cayman now and take a nap.
No packing for you. You'll have to go to Grand Cayman in your shorts and t-shirts, because I get the opportunity to turn the tables and put your butt on the hot seat. It's my favorite part of the show. Yes. So this is the part of the show where we get to turn the tables on Sean, because he's got 2 top 100 national jury verdicts. Jay Abraham kept turning to him for advice on Tony Robbins' stage and going from hello to yes. And he has all these bets out with people like Grant Cardone that won't take the bet, because he says he can out influence anybody on a neutral set of facts. But I have a feeling somebody here can stump him and come up with a scenario that he has to go from hello to yes on. In fact, just the other day, he had to go from hello to yes to convince someone to take a private jet. They had to pay for it to come meet with him for an hour. That was hilarious. He's had to be president. Yeah, he had to be President Trump that convinced President Biden on why he had to still build the wall. He's had to be President Biden convincing Putin on why he's got to stop the war. And he's done things like going from hello to yes with, it's buying health insurance or selling ice to Eskimos. So I'm thinking, Melissa, since you are a token female here, is there a scenario that you can think of that would be, now this is the deal, Melissa, since, woman to woman here, this can't be like easy, right? This can't be like, getting.
Why did you do this to me? Why do you do this to me?
So what is something that you think you'd like to see Sean go from hello to yes? Thinking she's going to come up with something good.
This is tough. How about selling Jim's office space? That's probably too easy.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's fun.
that is
Okay.
fun.
I'm listening. You got my attention.
No, I think I should get to judge him on this since I was the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. So I got to see your skills on selling office space, Sean.
Okay. So, and Melissa, who would be the person I'm doing that? I'm offering Jim space to. Would it be to you or to somebody else here?
Let's go with the real estate guy. You have to sell it to Donnell.
Okay. Hey, Donnell, thanks so much for spending a little bit of time. My name is Jim. We met on The Real Raw. Do you still have that 3 minutes that we chatted about?
I do, Sean.
Well, Donnell, I just want to again share how impressed I am with the work that you do in the world. You came across as so authentic, and clearly you're mission-based to help and support people. Obviously, you're making a living and want to build things for yourself, but the pathway that you're on happen to be aligned, thinking that is how we're going to create the greatest solutions for our nation by causing people to understand how the financial game works for them and in their life overall. So if I could ask, just terrific job. How did you get involved in all that? And why does it matter so much to you?
Well, thank you, Sean. It matters to me because I like to help people. Okay, and then I was in real estate. I got in real estate, and I did pretty well in it. Bought properties up and down the East Coast and what have you. So and then I joined this group. I became the president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, and then from there, I just spread my wings and decided to impact lives.
Awesome. And at this point, with everything's going on, what's the biggest priority for you? In creating your legacy, what is it that you're looking for, Donnell? What will people say about you if from now it's your last day on earth? What would you want them to be saying about you?
I think that the epitaph would read, he was a good brother.
Well, thank you. So, Donnell, with all that said, are you still in the business at this juncture of looking to cause financial acceleration for people? This is a core part of what you're doing for businesses as well as individuals, or no?
Most definitely.
Cool. Okay. So as you knew, I think as you know from The Real Raw, I know we got only about a minute to go or so. Can I share just a little bit with you about what we're up to in the world and what's happening?
Please do.
Yeah. So we work with people, consumers, and businesses. And we have a tremendous number of people that we have as clients, but also that we do business with through events that we do, shared experiences that happen. And through the pandemic, we've had some restructuring geographically. A lot of folks are working from home, but we have open office space. And it's not just any office space, though. There's an opportunity for people to come in to strategically partner and align with us at doing things. And so if it's a financial company like yours, there would be a meaningful opportunity to not only be in the space, but to co-create events, shared experiences, introductions with people, not randomly, but intentionally, which would have to be full disclosure that you're a tenant of ours with our clients, ethically making sure that everything is fully appropriate. But does that have any resonance for you? Or do you know anybody that might work with you, through you, that would be interested, who has massive integrity, high skills to help and support people, that might be interested in having a longer conversation about the space?
Sean, I think that I do. Let's set up a time and go over it.
Cool. And is that you or somebody else that you might know?
Well, it's someone else. It's not me, because I have space already. But I do know a few people.
Yeah. And do you, in your business, how do you function, Donnell? Are you an individual producer? Do you have other people in the team? How does your business function?
I'm the broker owner. I have a broker manager at my other shop, and I have agents underneath me. And then I have this huge network of real estate professionals across the country. I have MOUs with different institutions. I just signed one with a valuation company, USDA, a bunch of different companies, the appraisal society, a bunch of different organizations across the country. So my network is huge. So yeah, I know folks that would take your spot.
That's awesome. Well, Donnell, thank you so much. Appreciate you, and I look forward to talking to you.
Got it. You got it.
All right, out of roll. All right, Donnell, first of all, you're a rock star. That's super cool. How did that feel for you?
It was fine. Just like, you were smooth with it. Could have cut to the chase a little bit sooner, but it was fine.
Cool. Melissa, how did that feel for you?
I thought it was good. Yeah, there was a lot of transition there. I thought it was good though. And I liked how you talked about him and asked him a lot about his business and then kind of transitioned it into the open real estate.
Cool. And Jim, we may have got your space rented. Now, how you doing?
Yeah, no, I thought it was great. I mean, obviously you have to sidestep the issue of there being a lack of demand, right? So you have to find other factors that would influence someone to become a tenant. I thought you did a great job of trying to solicit ideas in that area, and that person you want to partner with is going to be thinking along those lines. And that's exactly, we've done that sort of thing, and I think that was spot on.
Yeah, that's brother. Well, and I have noted, and by the way, did I accurately or reasonably accurately depict you and your practice?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we obviously, I've been in the office all through the pandemic, but that's not the case with everybody else. So it's just changed the dynamic of how we function. And it's true in a lot of firms, maybe yours as well. I don't know. But so you have to respond to that, right? Because we're in a world where trying to insist people come to the office to do a job that they can do just as adequately somewhere else has sort of an arbitrary demand. It's become that way. And so you have to figure out how to handle that.
Amen. Well, brother, thank you for being here today. Appreciate you. And how was your time on The Real Raw?
Great. Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, thank you, Jim. Belle, where are we going?
Well, first of all, I want to say, Sean, with that demonstration, I would let you work for me. So, I would hire you. But that being said, let's go to Anthony.
Anthony, how was your time here today? Appreciate you jumping in and doing the things. Great job in the participant seat. Takes a little bit of extra vulnerability and courage to do that. Wonderful job. How was your time with us, Anthony?
It was really good. It was really a lot of fun. It's great being on the panel, and really it's just, stuff that we do every day. So, as far as talking to clients and caring about them, and it just, it comes across. We're very busy here, and you want to get to the truth and want to get to what, the client needs done. So, I really enjoyed it. Great opportunity.
Yeah, and very impressive. Your acumen, knowledge of the law. It was not lost on me when you shared about the punitive damage dynamic and how it's different for lineal descendants and non. So clearly an expert, master, professional. Anthony, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Sean.
Thank you. Yeah. John, how was your time with us on The Real Raw? Again, great job. Love you stepping into the participant seat. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was great. That was a last minute change to go into the participant seat. So that was fantastic. Any opportunity to really try and hone in on some public speaking skills I think is a great opportunity. So I appreciate it.
Beautiful. Well, John, thank you very much. Bella, how about yourself? Where are we going?
Let's go on
Raul, brother, from my home to The Real Raw, back. It was wonderful to reconnect. By the way, Raul, did I go like crazy that day? There's probably a lot going on at that time. Like how was that day in my house? And I mean that authentically. Like, what was that day like? Was it super intense? Not?
No, it was really good. I mean, it was really focused, and we had a clear message that day on what you were trying to accomplish. And I also got to meet the family. You told me a story about one of the old cars that you had at a young age, and how your success story came to be even before you started Unblinded. So to see this into fruition is pretty good to see. So God bless. I mean, that was a good day.
Well, thank you, brother. Great to reconnect. And how was your time with us today?
It was awesome to see everyone work and see all the different types of styles and communication. And I learned a lot. I actually took a lot of notes today.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Earl. Great job. Belle.
Go, Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa, thank you. I love the stolen bases. I'm sorry about the broken nose, but clearly up to big things in the world. And how was your time in the Raw?
It was great. It was great. It's definitely a different format. I like that. It's different than all the other networking platforms, marketing platforms I've been on lately.
Well, cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Belle.
Let's round out with Donnell.
Donnell, thank you for being here again. And by the way, let me ask you this, Donnell. How, with the relationship capital you've created, the connectivity, clearly you're a super connector. How did you do that? I know how you did it, right? I would have a scientific explanation for it, but I'd love to hear from your heart, your language, your way. How did you create what you've created in the world?
Well, I was in position, and you know, opportunity only knocks once, right? When opportunity knocks, you have to jump right in there. So I was in position. I'm not a guy who's afraid. I think I connect with people easily if they want to be connected to. Okay, and then just took off from there. Unbelievable relationships, especially, of course, in the real estate industry across this country. I mean, I would never have imagined it. Yeah, I mean, high-level presidents and executives is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So,
well, congratulations.
And also, just lost my dad. So, yeah, I'm glad to meet all these fine folks on this call. I probably will be giving the gentleman a call.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Really, our hearts are present to it. And I wish you and your family all the best. And you'll be in our thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.
Yeah. And how was your time with us today, Donnell?
It was great. It was great.
Thank
Had a
you.
good time. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was.
It's a light lift. Belle.
I think we got everybody, because I think we started with Jim, right? So I think that was everyone.
Do we? I think
so.
Okay.
Because then Anthony, yeah, that's everyone.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, appreciate everybody being here. And Bella, you did a great job. I know you were busy, like hair, makeup, 5 pair of shoes, and
I might have gotten a couple more Amazon boxes delivered while we were on the show. That might have happened too.
Yeah. Final.
Final is, we do have a lot of fun here, but it is an extraordinary platform to, meet, connect, and accelerate business. And, if you've had a great time here today, we'd love to invite you to spend the next 30 days with us, because Tony Robbins said that there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. And we don't want this to just be the only time that we get to connect. So as our thank you gift for coming on the show, we're inviting you to spend 30 days with us on the huddle. Sean does a group huddle every single morning at 8:30.
And by the way, it's not just me. I mean, Bella's there. It does an incredible job. We have Adam Gugino, who built a $750 million company from a $3 million start in a warehouse. Fran Valencia, who built a 7-figure business by the time he was 21, and just a ton of other extraordinary people are there on a daily basis. And Bella, I mean, we have some fun, we joke, we laugh, we do the things, but this show became what it is when you joined it. And we've done 550 plus shows. More than 3,000 people have been here since the inception of COVID. And we couldn't be more grateful for you guys joining the group. So Belle, I'm sorry, any final from you?
No, I would say just, join us on the huddle. And I would say anything, Sean, that someone would be like, oh, now that's their thing they're going to sell. What would you say to that?
Yeah, I'd say, listen, we fancy ourselves as having studied the science of business building, professional service business building at the highest levels. And when I came out of law school, I worked at a big firm in New Jersey for 6 months, and I saw a lot of pain and suffering and people not getting free in their time and not even free financially. And certainly they weren't, loving their life. And so my mission was to figure out if there's a different way. And there was. And that's what we love to teach, share, talk about. And we built something quite extraordinary here. So we're very grateful for you being here. If this is the end, we wish you the greatest, but hopefully it's the beginning. So thank you everybody for being here today. Happy Mastery Monday. Bella, I'll see you on the plane.
See you on the plane.
Talk to you.
Have a great day, everyone.